Cecile on red alert.
Bad girl. Uh-oh. Cecile. Yeah. Tell them. Hand in the air, you're hot and you're sexy. They're not hot like we. They're not hot like we. They're not hot like we.
Hi everyone out there, welcome to African Media Australia. This is your girl Stephanie, one-on-one with Stephanie. As we all know, reggae, dancehall, is one genre that's generally male-dominated. But in the 1980s, women have started surfacing on the scene, and the likes of Nancy, Charmaine, and many others. Today, I have got an exciting guest, super excited. She is the queen of dancehall. She's beautiful, talented. She reminds us that nobody is hotter than her, and she brings sexiness back to dancehall. Please help me welcome Cecile, bad girl Cecile, all the way from Jamaica. How are you going?
How are you,
today?
Stephanie?
I'm so sorry, I'm super excited.
No, that's
Sorry.
okay. I'm excited to be here
I'm
too.
privileged to actually sit next to you today.
Thank you.
It's a privilege. How
Thank
are
you so
enjoying
much.
Australia?
I love Australia. This is like my second time. For some reason, I don't remember anything from my last visit, so I hope to. I think it was like just in and out.
Yeah.
So I have a few days here, and I'm gonna take my time to get some stuff done.
We'll try and make
Maybe
it
meet some
memorable.
kangaroos or something. Yeah, man. I want to do something exciting and see the place, and yeah.
Welcome. We're happy to have you.
Happy to be here.
So, what do you think about dancehall? How do you think dancehall has evolved through the years?
I mean, the evolution of dancehall is amazing. As you said, it's for the most part it has been very male dominated, and it's a wonderful thing to see so many females. I think we were having this talk last night off the record, and I was saying it's still very difficult in Jamaica because a lot of the guys don't play women. It's strange because outside of Jamaica, it's a wonderful thing to be playing your female artists, but inside of Jamaica, you in the dance and honestly in the club, and you'll probably hear, honestly, maybe 4 or 5 females for the night, Jamaican. Then, of course, they'll play Rihanna, Nicki Minaj and stuff, which I love, but I'm just saying in terms of that Jamaican, you'll probably hear 5 for the night, and that's terrible.
And I've watched a lot of your videos. They're really good.
Yeah, but for radio is very different. Television is very different. That's a lot of females. But for the hardcore, it's still a struggle. But we've evolved a lot. There's a lot more females right now, and I mean, it's getting places, and hopefully will continue to rise.
I'm a big fan of yours. I must confess. I listen to a lot of your songs. I'm waiting.
Yes.
It's just
When you're gone, you told me this.
Oh my goodness. They're beautiful. But I wanted to find out though, because I've listened to a lot of your songs. They're quite lyrically well built.
Yeah.
Where do you get your pen started writing from?
I mean, a lot of my stuff is just made up, but I like, I'm an author, I think. I wanted to write books. I'm still going to write books. I'm working on a book. I make stuff up, and a lot of songs, not a lot of my songs are about me, but a few of them are. So, for example, like Not Stress Over Man, I had just broken up with one of my boyfriends, and I'm like, oh, whatever you. And so that was about When You're Gone was actually about a real experience about my current boyfriend, that when we just started dating. I mean, no man don't put on for nobody, not dating anybody else. And that's the situation initially when we just got to, started going on dates and stuff. And we were very open about what we were doing if I went on a date with somebody else or he went on a date with somebody else. So that's how that song came about.
Speaking of that as well, I watched one of your videos. I was out stalking you actually. I watched a video of yours where you were very strong about female issues.
Yeah.
And you were I know you do a project in Jamaica where you talk about violence against women. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, anytime they call me to represent for women, and especially stuff like violence against women, I'm always very happy to go. And especially in the Caribbean Black society, there is still this unequal balance between males and females. And then when the violence is involved, it's always a terrible thing. So we try to just empower women, and show them that it may be put out there that we're not equals with men, but actually we are. And you shouldn't accept it's somebody telling you that you're not equal to a guy. Worse, you should not accept any kind of disrespect, any kind of violence. People are human beings and will make mistakes, but you shouldn't accept that from any gender, male or female. I don't believe in violence. I believe in people talking and stating their opinions, and you can tell me you don't like what I like, and I can say I don't agree with you, and we can all agree to disagree,
Because
or we
that's
can
what
all
makes
agree.
us- that's what makes us
Exactly.
unique.
But I don't think violence needs to be in there, and I don't think we're tackling this issue enough for our young kids, because it's too much violence. It's too much random violence everywhere. It's just random acts of violence, and you're like, where is this coming from? And people, I just came from New Caledonia, and I see this in some countries that we go, where we had to go and meet with the priests of like the tribes, and we had to go through their rituals with them. And it dawned on me that in Jamaica we're kind of like losing our history and where we're coming from, and they demand respect. These people demanded that, you come there and you show respect and you do your exchange of gift, and I loved it, and I thought, here is a set of people that have remembered where they're coming from. They know where they want to go. They're not fully there yet, but whenever the visitors come to their island, they try to let people, respect the culture, respect, you're not just coming here to have fun and everything, but, and they did it in such a wonderful, peaceful, loving way. And I think we all, as Black people, need to, get that into our heads, that we need to remember where we're coming from, and respect each other's space, and this violence thing has got to go.
You know, one unique thing about you, Cecile, is the fact that you still represent your culture in your videos.
Yeah.
You did your, I think it was 2011, Jamaicanization.
Yeah, my
Can
album.
you tell us a little bit about that album?
Well, I always try to represent for my country and for me wherever I go, and we get a lot of bad press sometimes, and there are wonderful artists in Jamaica and wonderful people. But again, everybody is different, and sometimes you have some people that go somewhere and to me represents the country negatively. And so I just try to, wherever I can. A lot of people see people like me, and they see people like Sean Paul, and they see people like Shaggy, and they're like, no, they're not Jamaicans. And our culture, or our motto is out of many, one people. We are totally mixed up in Jamaica. But we don't, or for the most part, we don't see the differences. And I try to, when I travel, try to let people see that, Jamaica is one country where we're a mixed up breed of people. We're different colors, different shades, different looks. And for the most part, it's a positive vibe, positive people, not discriminating against anybody's sexuality, religion, or otherwise. And we as artists need to push that in the forefront, because sometimes you go and we're only interviewed about the negative stuff. We're asked about other artists that are being negative, and why they're banning all the artists from Jamaica, and we're like, well, that's not happening to us. Why are you asking us about the negative stuff? Concentrate on the positive stuff. And that's why I called it Jamaicanization. It was just like a little bit of Jamaica. It's like a little walking tourist destination. Like, people could look at it, be like, oh, that must be from Jamaica. That's all the flags and the colors. Let me listen to it. And it's just me giving a little positive spin on the music, the culture, me as an artist, somebody living in Jamaica.
Because I loved what you said in the lunch. You said something like, the artists in Jamaica are beginning to forget their culture, beginning to do things foreign things that are very foreign to them. So you brought back the spirit of Jamaica.
Yeah, I mean, it's really we can't forget. It's the same thing I was talking about, experiences in New Caledonia. If we forget our culture, and it happens to all of us, it happens to me, it happens to everybody. But when you look outside and see other people trying to imitate the things that we have forgotten, it's like, we're cool, man, and we need to hang on to our colors, hang on to our culture, hang on to our garb, hang on to our music, because even the music is strange. A lot of the music that's being produced in Jamaica is not sounding anything like Jamaican music. So.
I remember when I was in high school, we used to dance to your song you did with Shampoo.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, can you do the work?
You've done so much work over these years. What do you think? How far do you think you've grown so far?
I mean, I think I've grown a lot, and that is the thing with music. Music is so vast and so huge and so universal. You can never outgrow it or go even near to growing. A lot of the stuff that I've tried to do has come to fruition, but there is so much more that I've not achieved and I've not done yet. And this is a lifestyle. Music for me, singing, traveling, performing, or just writing for other artists. This is a lifestyle for me. I won't ever stop, I'll just find additional ways of doing musical stuff. Yeah.
So you've done so much work. Who do you think is the favorite, one of your favorites artists you've worked with so far?
Well, definitely Shaggy and Sean Paul. Definitely ladies. So many ladies. As I'm still trying to work with Dave Kelly. I mean, I love Dave Kelly so much.
I hope he hears this.
He hears it all the time. But there's a lot of other people that I want to work with. Shabba Ranks. Oh my gosh, I love Shabba. I love Super Cat. I love old school. I love Marcia Griffiths, Rita Marley. You know, there's many. Tanya Stevens. And now Queen Ifrika Etana. There's lots of people. Baby Shama. I mean, lots and lots of people that I really like and really respect and I would love to work with.
When we come back, I have been having a chat with beautiful Cecile. I'll show you the other side of Cecile. When we come back.
You to go. I don't want you to go. Cause it hurts me when you leave. Wonder if this is how she feels. Hey.
Welcome back. This is your girl Stephanie. I have still been having a chat with the beautiful Cecile. Bad girl Cecile all the way from Jamaica. She's come here for her Australian tour. I'm gonna let her tell us a little bit about love because she's got strong views about love, relationship, and all that, which she reflected in one of her songs, "Waiting," that I love so much. What is your take on love?
I mean, that's just such a vast, big thing, you know. Love, it's strange. The biggest thing for me with love is honesty, and that pretty much is it. No one should be deceived, and everybody's different. There's no set formula for how to have your love and how to be in love with whomever and how to, you know, deal with your love situation. There's no one formula and everybody's different, but you should be able to choose your situation and say, okay, I'll accept this, I like this, and we can kick it with this. And so for me, if it has to be just a simple answer, it's as long as there's transparency in love, then you do what you need to do. You do what you have to do.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you've just returned from Africa a few months ago.
Well, I was in Africa, I think, year before last. So we should have gone, but we're here for African tour, which we'll put off for later. So yeah, I was there.
You were doing some work there.
Yeah, I actually have a charity project that I'm doing in Kenya called Make a Change.
Can you tell us a little bit about
yeah,
it?
you know,
it's a great thing. You transcend from Jamaica and you have a charity in
yeah.
Kenya.
I mean, I have my charity in Jamaica too. I have a little school, village all-age school. I adopted like the school. There's like 47 kids, and I try to get them, you know, with Lime, the telephone company in Jamaica. We give them their computers. They don't have any internet. We're working on that now. I give them books. It's just little stuff that I do. I don't believe in waiting on government to do everything for you. And then I went to Kenya and I was just like touched because of the reception that we got, and I wanted to do something nice. And I spoke to a friend of mine from Greyology Entertainment, Chris, and he had already been building schools there, and wonderful man, and he just helped me with this project. It's a song I wrote called Make a Change, and I linked up Movado and I linked up Gentleman. I was like, yo, you guys need to come and sing. So I have Movado, Gentleman from Germany, Elaine, Sharita, myself, and Christopher Martin on this track called Make a Change. And you soon hear about it. It's going to be coming out because I think we're going to do the show in September in Kenya. It's going to be like a Live Aid thing, so it's going to be very huge. And it's just about giving back to some kids there, and we're getting them. They're already getting like clean water and stuff. Yeah. The song will be available mobile-wise only. For now, I think the telecommunications company over there, they'll be selling it on like maybe jump drives or on download on your mobile phone or something. So it's gonna be really, really cool. I think you can go, I think it's makeachange.com or something like that, but you can just type Make a Change Cecile or something, and you should be able to pull up something. But we will definitely be sending out more the press releases on it, so you'll get to know more about that.
So as a woman who is in dancehall reggae, we have all this lots of issues going on in reggae. What advice would you give out to every a young woman out there who's aspiring to go into reggae or who's aspiring to be a singer? What advice would you give them? What is that secret that has actually made you successful up till this time?
Well, for me, I really, really wanted it. Like really, really. As I said, this is not just a frivolous idea. Yeah. I like music. It's something deep within it. It's something spiritual for me. very comfortable. I'm very comfortable doing this, that I've invested a lot of money in it and haven't even made back most of what I've invested. That's, for me, it's a lifestyle thing. I love it. And I think you have to know what you're in it for.
Yeah.
You know, so if it's not working for you and you feel like you're going to waste your life savings and you don't love it that much, then you're going to be mad at yourself and unhappy. And you know what I hate to see? I hate to go into the supermarket and see somebody maybe cashing your stuff or bagging your stuff, and they look very annoyed or unhappy at what they're doing. I think whatever you're doing, whatever your circumstances, I think you should do it well.
Yeah.
And you can move on from that, but I don't think you should be very upset because of your job. Then you should change it, you know.
I have been having a chat with beautiful Cecile, Queen of Dancehall. She has come to Australia for
my tour. Yeah, we have I think we had 4 shows, and one we couldn't get from New Caledonia to wherever it was supposed to be in time. But
so you're gonna be here throughout the weekend. Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney.
Yes.
How exciting!
Very exciting.
So what should your fans be looking up to? Because my Facebook page has been inundated.
Do you know what?
Messages, they want to know straight up. What should we be expecting?
Well, they should be expecting Cecile, me, and I will try to sing as much music. I'm very interactive with my fans, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Yeah. And I like for them to tell me, because there's so many songs that I do. Yeah. And in every region, it's kind of different. I would love to be able to please everybody. So I'd love to know the songs that they want to hear.
There's one question I have to ask you.
Yes.
Because I've just been wondering, when you're not, you're an international star.
Yeah.
When you're not performing in Jamaica, when you go outside of Jamaica to perform, what response do you want your fans to, you know how in Jamaica the response might be a bit different?
Yeah.
Where you like that gives you the go ahead, that makes you know your fans are actually there behind you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always good to get that favorable response. But sometimes you get booked on some shows that you have to prove yourself. Yeah. Like New Caledonia, that was my first time there. And luckily for me, I didn't even know that they knew some of my songs, because there was Soja there, there was Grams Morgan there, but you have to perform. And it was such a great show, and I'm sure that after I've left, now they'll be Googling and YouTubing, but you know, you hope that even if when you perform somewhere, they didn't know you as much as you wanted them to know you when you get there, by the time you leave, hopefully they're trying to find the rest of Cecile's songs because they enjoyed the show. Most times that's the way it is.
Which is what is happening right now.
Yeah.
They all want to know Cecile.
Yeah, but it's all about building your following. It's the same thing that I've done in Europe over the years. Yeah. It's a hardcore, die-hard following that I've had, that I've built up over the years.
It's a good thing about you, though, because you're very close to your fans.
Yeah.
Like I was asking you last night, how do you reply all the men? Because I'm sure your Facebook.
Oh my God, it's
your
hard.
Your Twitter will be full with lots of messages. How do you respond to all of them?
You know, I don't get to respond to all of them, but I try to respond to as many as I can. And sometimes I just randomly go in and answer, because it's getting so. It was easier before, because then years ago, and I wasn't getting so many mails, you know, but now
we don't have so many social networks.
Right, and now you have to be, but you know, it's a good thing, and it's nothing to complain about. It's actually much easier for the fans to get to you now, and it's pretty much very easy to answer some emails or whatever it is, messages, and you know, solidify your fan base.
So it's time for Cecile to show us what makes her the queen of dancehall. She is fantastic. I'm sure you'd have seen a lot of her videos. She gives you the most, oh my goodness, sexiest move ever.
I don't know where you guys get this from.
Oh, she's amazing. She gives you, I don't know how you do it.
I don't know where you guys get this from. I can't even dance.
It's so beautiful.
I cannot dance.
There's a way you do it.
You know, the other day we were in the club.
Yeah.
We were in the club the other day. It was my birthday, February 24th. And we were in the club in Jamaica. And they were doing something called this Harlem Shake. I didn't know what the hell this thing was. And then Bolt gets on the mic just saying, he's like, Cecile, come. And like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, what is this Harlem Shake? And they're like, just do anything. And so I'm sure it's up on the internet somewhere, and it was like all this. And then I went home and I Googled it, and I'm like, this is fun. That's the perfect dance, because if you can dance, you just do anything. And I loved it, and it was funny, but I don't know where to get this. I think all Jamaicans can whine.
Yeah. So is it possible to show us,
But
give us some whining?
well,
Because Australian ladies want to say, like I told them.
well,
they're
they
like,
should come to the show because I can't whine without
any
music.
tips?
Like,
Tips? All that
well,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, you have to really sit down on the beat. I mean, this is a Jamaican term.
Yeah.
You have to sit down on the beat, like you sit on a chair.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta sit on the beat,
Yeah.
and you gotta just like flow on the beat. You can't be
That's it.
like falling off the chair, you know,
Yeah.
like so you can't
So
fall
to
off the
speak.
beat. So you gotta be like, you know, on the beat. But I think they should come to the show,
Yeah.
and or maybe you could film this at the show. We'll do a segment.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That then you could, then we'll teach them something.
Yeah, and so if you're out there, you're looking at having that sexy moves. Cecile has got something special for you. Honestly, you all have to come for that show. It's happening here in Melbourne on Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Oh my goodness, I can't
Yeah,
wait. I'm
yeah.
so excited.
It's going to be. I'm gonna have fun. I'm looking forward to enjoying myself and making my fans enjoy themselves, and we're going to have a wonderful time. And it's about interacting with the fans. So normally I always call up people and have them have fun, and you know, call up my guys and call up my ladies, and it's about everybody having fun. So we're all gonna whine then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
And we do some Jamaican style, and yeah, it's gonna be nice.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you
Cecile.
so much,
Thank
Stephanie.
you so much for
Yeah, and follow me on Twitter at I am the Cecile, Instagram Bad Gal Cecile, GYAL is how I spell my gal, and Facebook and all those things, and holla at me. Yeah, all right.
That is coming straight up for Bad Girl Cecile. If you want to see more of those moves to this day, come on, guys. You have to get your tickets. It's happening here live. Get your tickets and come see Bad Girl Cecile straight up from Jamaica. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you
And
so
I can't
much.
wait to see you.